All right, everybody. With this week, we're joined by Villanova guard, elite shooter from the long range, and House Enterprise athlete. Brendan Hausen joins the podcast. Welcome to the house. Welcome to the brand, first and foremost. And how's everything going?
Man, it's going good. I'm excited to be a part of the House Enterprise family and just, kind of grow this relationship and see where it takes us, man. This is exciting times.
Right on.
So the Amarillo Assassin, all-time leading scorer, male athlete of the year in Texas, and in the class of 22, you're ranked the number 16 shooting guard. You had 4 stars. Plenty of options, right? Texas Tech
Right.
had an offer, Oklahoma had an offer, Nevada had an offer, a bunch of different other places. So you finally chose to end up at Villanova here. So how did Villanova come into play?
Man, it's kind of a unique story. I was almost, underrated coming out of Amarillo, Texas. It's not a big basketball hotbed for guys, but we do have some guys down there that can play. And so I last second joined Team Griffin out of Oklahoma on the EYBL circuit and got to go to Augusta, South Carolina, and we played there in the Nike Peach Jam. And I went from like almost unranked to a top 4 scorer in Peach Jam and the highest 3-point percentage there. And Villanova said, "All right, well, we see this kid, like we like him." But Coach Wright was actually at the Olympics with Team USA, and so he sent the coaching staff to kind of follow me around for a month. And they were like, "Look, we'll give you a month, and we'll be honest with you. We'll be truthful at the end." And then at the end of that month, they liked what they saw, and boom, they pulled the offer. And Coach Wright actually called me while he was in Tokyo, which he said he had never done without seeing a player before. So I mean, it was pretty unique. And then in September of my senior year of high school, the whole staff and Coach Wright actually flew down to my high school, and Coach Wright couldn't believe that he was in the middle of nowhere, Amarillo, Texas, and he came to practice. And after practice is when I committed to be a Villanova Wildcat, and since then it's been nothing but great.
So that was a cool story about Jay calling you from Tokyo. I'm glad that you brought him up. With all the craziness happening over the summer and at Villanova with Jay Wright retiring, you flew in from Texas, and you, Mark, and Cam, all three of you guys later reaffirmed your commitment. I know you met with Jay, but what did he and Coach Neptune say that really stood out to you to reaffirm your commitment to Villanova?
Honestly, it was just the honesty and truth that they had, that they built this program on. I knew, Coach Wright, with him stepping down, obviously, it hurt a little bit, but it just shows you that us three coming in and sticking with it, just shows you a testament to this program and what we're about and what the people in the past have been about. And I think Coach Neptune couldn't have been a better fit for this program. He carries the same values and beliefs as Coach Wright, and so it's been great.
And obviously, I mean, Neptune is a Villanova Wildcat through and through. As the assistant, obviously went to Fordham, came back, but he had some pretty cool things to say about you. In a quote, he said, "Brendan is an elite shooter who is also focused in becoming a complete Villanova basketball family member. He comes from a great family, and we've already seen how this intangibles and commitment to our core values make him a valuable part of this program. He also may be one of the best shooters we've ever had at Villanova." So, I mean, first off, pretty reassuring note for you and pretty cool comments. But, how has it been playing from, for him this season so far?
Man, it's been great. I think the greatest thing is he pushes us to be our best. He knows we can always be better. And he upholds us to the standards that this program's about. And, so I've seen my game jump tremendously. I've seen us as a team in just the last few weeks just keep getting better and better. So I honestly think, he's one of the best coaches in the country, and he's going to do great things here.
And then, of course, I mean, what is it like playing for Coach Neptune? Is he as what is advertised? I mean, everyone, obviously the media takes into a lot of play, but who is Coach Neptune to you as a coach and as a mentor?
Man, he's unbelievable. Just a man that I aspire to be one day. He doesn't sugarcoat it. He tells us the truth. But the same work that we're putting in, him and the whole coaching staff are putting in behind the scenes, because they believe that, they want us to be the best men and the best basketball players we can be. And so they're pushing us every day, and they're pushing themselves to be better. And that's what's special about this place.
So, Brendan, the roster this year has been interesting, right? Couple of guys go down, couple of tactical changes that coach makes. So with the injuries and everything else, you have this chance to give your team some pretty high leverage minutes and to play quite a bit, which I'm sure obviously you're loving that. You're not complaining about the opportunity to go out there and compete, of course. But, first of all, how did you prepare yourself for this moment? And second of all, what were some of the things that the coaching staff might have said to you to sort of reaffirm that you belong on that court and you're going to play those significant minutes?
I think that the work, not just why I've been here, I think it goes back to everything I've done before this. Just you get one opportunity in life, one shot at this. Why not, make the most of it? Like, I've worked really, really hard. I know that. I'm continuing to get better every day. There's no pressure. Just go out there and give my best for my teammates and my coaches, and ultimately the rest will take care of itself. So it's been really really neat to do that. It's such a unique team. We have so much depth, and so many guys that have been a part of it, and so many new guys. So it's really a unique roster, and it's exciting.
And we've talked about it, you being a great shooter, but, John Rothstein, you've been given very early on in your career a John Rothsteinism, the zone breaker. So what do you deserve to deserve this title, or what have you done to deserve this title? And, how cool is to see, one of the, the sports great reporters already donning you a t-shirt quote worthy label.
I mean, it's pretty cool to see. I mean, it's someone you follow all the time, you see on TV, and now you're right in the mix of it. I guess I mean, it helps that I can shoot the three really, really well, but it's really pretty cool to see that, man. It's great.
Now, Brendan, what guys on the team have you learned from the most? I mean, there's a lot of good ones to learn from: Caleb, Brandon, Eric, Chris, some of the older guys on the team. Which ones have you learned from the most, and who are you the closest with on the team so far?
Man, it's really, again, it's unique because they all, come in every day and do a great job of leading. And at times it could be Chris pulling me aside because we share a bedroom. It could be Caleb, me and him are in there early in the morning, getting up extra shots, talking about defense at halftime, me picking his brain. It could be Slate, teaching me how he guards here and what he does here. So I'd say a little bit of everyone. I'm definitely really close with Caleb Daniels. He's really taken me under his wing and pushed me. And I think he sees, a lot of what he saw in himself. So I can't, thank all three of them enough. And it's just been great.
So I'm not going to sit here and say hey, what were those losses at the beginning of the year, right? Because every team hits adversity, right? We hear that a bunch. Right. And, Villanova came out of the gate. It's no secret. The road's been tough these first couple of games, some really tough opponents, some games that you guys thought you probably had and missed out on. So, first of all, how's been the response to sort of, you guys have what you think is a bad loss? How have you sort of come back from it? Is there something that you worked on as a team? And then second, what can we expect? What in the mentality has changed as we start Big East play in the coming couple of days here?
I don't think anything really changes. We come into this, of course, we want to win, but at the end of the day, we want to play Villanova basketball for 40 minutes. We want to play for our teammates and for our coaches, play for the guys that came before us, the guys that built this. And then again, we want to be the best by the end of the season, the best Villanova basketball team we can be. And if that's winning, the rest of the games, that's great. But if that's losing, but we're giving our best effort, then that's what it is. But at the end of the day, we're going to go out there. We're going to give our best for 40 minutes for our teammates and coaches. And in practice the last few weeks, I think that we've taken a huge step on getting back to the basics and the coaches as well, them taking it to the next level of them holding us accountable and us buying into that. Because again, we're a young team. We have guys in new roles, but everyone's stepping up to the challenge and really proving, what we can be. And I think it's exciting as we're rolling into Big East. So I think we're clicking on.
You had a stretch of 4 straight losses too. What was the reaction from the coaching staff? And sort of as a team, how did you guys have to pick yourself up and sort of re-buy into what you guys are doing?
Obviously no one wants to go through that. But again, it's a part of the journey. And I think that we saw the potential we had, and we understand that, that it's that crucial. It can be one play can change a game. And so it was just staying positive and remembering that we want to be the best team again by the end of the season. And so it was getting back to the basics, getting back to practice, and again playing hard and figuring out what we have to do to win.
Is there a team, coach, player, stadium, whatever it might be, the answer might be, that you look forward to competing at this upcoming season?
Man, let's see.
Because we can't wait to have you at the Providence, the Dunk, well, now the Amica Center. And that place gets rowdy, but I'm curious to hear your answer.
I would say I was definitely really excited for the Michigan State game that we played. That was, like a kind of like a dream, just seeing that famous arena and being on that floor. I'm very excited for the Creighton game as well. But again, I'm always excited for the next game, the next opportunity, just to go out there and play the game I love and play with these great guys. I mean, definitely got some games that I'm excited for, but I would say just the next game mentality.
I love that. And on game day, a little bit of a fun one here, but what's your game day routine? Take me through your day. Like, you wake up, do you go straight to the gym? How many shots do you put up when you're there, or what goes on?
So the night before games, we're usually together in the hotel as a team, regardless if it's home or away. We're always together. I study the scouting report through and through, make sure I know that first and foremost. But I'll usually wake up, an hour before everyone is supposed to be awake. Then I'll go to the weight room and get like a light sweat in, a stretch, do some yoga, maybe jog on the treadmill. I just like to be up and moving and have a sweat. And then we'll go and have shoot around. That's a given every day. And then I usually get to the gym, 30 minutes or so early, try to get some shots in before. I mean, I don't try to overdo it on game days because you never know, what your load's going to be in the next game. But definitely it's more mental than anything, I would say.
And outside of basketball too, because it can't, ball is life. I get it. But is there anything else outside the sport that you do to keep your mind sane? Anything else?
Man, when I'm back home, I definitely love to go fishing. I like to surf at the lake. I love doing that. But again, just like chilling with my family and just relaxing, honestly, that's the best thing for me.
All right. And our last question, and we hate to do this to you, we really do, but Trey Patterson on TikTok said, and he asked your teammates, you got the least drip on the team. Can you care to comment on these allegations?
What was that?
I said Trey Patterson on TikTok said you had the least amount of drip on the team.
Wow, that's crazy.
You didn't see the video?
That's crazy. I think I heard about it. They've done that a few times. A few guys have said that about me, so that's funny. They all joke. We all joke all the time about different guys and everything. I like to say I have the best style. I mean, mine's a little different, me coming from Texas, but I definitely say I got the best style. I mean, what can I say?
That's fair enough. And it's a perfect transition into obviously the House Enterprise family. You will have some great style with the new merch that you've come out with. So, we're excited to get that into your hands and get you into the fans' hands. But, we'll have to tell your teammates that once they see you in that, you'll be dripping just fine.
Exactly. Right. Get them some.
Absolutely. But Brendan, we appreciate the time. Good luck in the upcoming season. Obviously, we'll be in touch. But where can our listeners, find out more about you and find your content online?
On Instagram, at Hausen Brendan, Twitter, same thing at Hausen Brendan, and TikTok at Hausen Brendan.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon, and thanks so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.